Awesome. So this is a PowerPoint about Mario, because I put Mario in my project one, and it's kind of silly. So I found the model online. It was just fully rigged and stuff, and that created a lot of extra things that I didn't need that I had to wade through in the file. But first I had to get him into the little 1x1 box that is that like Project One all took place in. So I pulled it into Blender, scaled it, and then re-exported it as the right size I need. At this point, I didn't really know what the correct file size or what the correct file type would be to get it to be easy to work with. So I just found the first one that was like human readable. I used a DAE, which is basically it's an XML that contains all the stuff in it.
Okay.
So the position list is obvious enough. Like it's a list of positions that it says left-hand positions, and they're XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. And then the bottom list there is for every 9 elements are indices, vertex normals, and texture coordinates. So I had to get every third value is 1 triangle. So I had a couple of regexes to parse, like keep every third value and then put them all into brackets and parentheses. And then we started to get it to work. And when you don't have the right number of vertices in the that happens. It was using the indices for the body for the head, I think, or something like that. It's very strange looking.
Oh, so the white stuff is Mario too.
The white stuff is his gloves. Those are so originally it was like loaded like because it's a Z up coordinate model as well. So it loaded like it did in the top image there, where you're just kind of staring directly up his pants. And I'm like, that's awesome. So then his gloves there in the bottom right image are actually like still like 100 times too big, way far in the background, which is a little silly. Also, the buttons were textures, and so they were just like flat surfaces, and I wanted them to like have like the little like shine that you get on the triangle, like for like the little poly look. So I just added a vertex in Blender and then redrew the triangles myself because I think it looks cooler.
Nice.
But you can see in the second one, I got it wrong. I just guessed which vertex was the correct one in the JSON format, and I guessed wrong. So then I just fixed it. This is what it looked like when I got it working. I just thought this image was really funny. He's just inside of the ellipsoids. You may not find this as funny as I do, but I find this just
so this is very traced.
Yeah, I mean, this is like done in Project One, but like did like a nice 1,000 by 1,000 render. Took about 5 minutes, as you can see.
Gotta optimize your code a little bit.
What's that?
So gotta optimize.
Yeah, step 1, don't write it in JavaScript. But I forgot that it would make a PNG, and I exported that, and I saved the image, and it was just a PNG, and this is just a really funny image to just send to people with no context. And then, of course, I did this for my final one. To show off the shadows, I had 2 light sources, and I said, you know what, we're already this far. And I think this image is hilarious, and it looks really good. This render is another 1024 by 1024 one, and this one took like 400 seconds, which is about 6.5 minutes. And I was just like sitting there, and it wasn't working. One thing I did also do is I got the scan line to work. So like after it finished the line, it would draw the image, and you just...
Nice. So you can see progress.
You can see progress. The way you had to do that is basically JavaScript wouldn't actually, or maybe at least LiveScript, the way I'm using it, wouldn't update what's in the browser until you hit a breakpoint. Because I would go like line by line. I would like put draw image every single line, but it wouldn't do it. But when I debugged it in the browser, it would do it. And so then I was like, why is this happening? And I asked my roommate, he was like, well, maybe you just have to like get it to give up control for like just a moment. So there's like a sleep 0 milliseconds in there, and then that works to get it to actually render. For project 2, we used it again, and it's in the top left right corner because the camera's different in this one. Obviously, it's centered on 0, 0 facing in z-axis. But this is a completely different model with everything's totally different, and it's just the materials. Otherwise, it's completely the same. So that was a funny. But one more terrible idea I had while I was this far is that I decided to get a couple renders of shots rotating around Mario so that I could make the following GIF which I just find this gift so wonderful. It's such a good thing to just send to people with no context.
Can you share it in class Slack?
I will now send it in the class Slack. Yes. I've been saving that one, but I've been sending that to those four just like nonstop for like the last week. Well, thank you.
Any questions for Cannon before we let him talk
Oh,
about
I
it?
guess I should have stayed up there.
Yeah. All right, Kennedy, you want to come up?
I don't think mine's gonna be as cool as rotating Mario. But
I should like sort people by cool.
Yeah.